What's up, guys? Welcome back to Sobertube. Sobertube is a channel where you can get good information about addiction recovery here on YouTube. 24/7 access whenever you want, whenever you have a question about addiction recovery, drugs and alcohol, and how to live a life without them. My name is Brian and welcome back. I'm glad to be back. I took a little break from YouTube only because I was super busy with work and a crazy summer, but I'm here back, and today's episode is how to get sober in 2019. And this goes out to the beginner, to the new person that's thinking they might have a drug or alcohol problem, and they want to know, how do I get started and how do I get sober? And is it even possible to change and live a great life without drugs or alcohol? I assure you that it is. So the first thing I like to do when we're thinking about addiction recovery is reach out to somebody who has been through it. Try and find a guy with great experience. Just like if you were going to fix your car, you go to a mechanic, find a guy or a girl, men with the men, women with the women, that have been through it. Find someone that has recovered from this disease that we call addiction or alcoholism. Ask them for advice. Ask them how they did what they did. 9 times out of 10, that advice will be better than the advice you get from people who have the best intentions but don't have the best information. Like, I can go to my family and friends for advice, but does my family and friends actually know anything about addiction or alcohol recovery? Find someone that you can trust that has been through this process and ask them for advice. If you need a detox or a rehab, let that be the first step. If there's medical issues, if you're on drugs that have a physical addiction that could be dangerous to just quit cold turkey, you might want to consider getting into a detox or a rehab. I always recommend that if it is a possibility. It's a great place to start. It's a great foundation to take yourself out of your comfort zone and put yourself into a setting where people are with you 24/7 to help you recover from this disease that we call addiction. Next, people, places, and things. I've heard people, places, and things will change your life. Listen, people, places, and things is great. It's good for early recovery. But for the rest of your life, people, places, and things will fail. In the beginning, yes, I want you to change the people you're hanging out with. Stop going to places where everybody's using drugs or getting drunk. And things, well, I don't even know what that means. People, places, and things, yeah, that's good for early recovery, but it's not good for long-term recovery. But for now, people, places, and things, just another tool in the toolbox. And the last but not least, we ask you to go to meetings. We ask you to get connected to a fellowship, a 12-step fellowship. I know you don't want to do it, but listen, when people like you and me do things that we want to do, bad things happen. So remember to take advice that you don't want to take and do things that you don't want to do. Go to a meeting, find a sponsor, get connected, get into a fellowship, a 12-step fellowship. This stuff has been proven for the past, since the 1930s, that this stuff works. You just got to give it a shot. You got to do things you don't want to do. Like, I hate going to the gym. I hate broccoli. I hate doing things that are healthy and fun and exercise. But when I do things that I don't want to do, my life gets so much better. And when Brian is in charge of Brian ends up in rehab. And when Brian takes advice from those people that he trusts, Brian gets sober. So guys, welcome back to Sobertube. If you want to tell your story, drop me a message, send me a link. Do what you got to do. I would be more than happy to talk to you. I'm so glad to be back here on YouTube, and you are going to be seeing way too much of me. You're going to get sick of me. Who is this wacky guy that's always talking about addiction recovery? And the reason why I talk about it is, why should I get sober and keep it a secret, man? I am so blessed to have 9 years sober. I want to tell you guys how to do it. So I'll see you on the next episode. And why don't you just press subscribe? That just makes life so much easier. And I will see you on the next episode.